What's up, everybody? My name is Bobby, aka Lumberjack Smack. Today, I get to show my friend Chase Koeneke one of his favorite games of 2018.
That's not true.
It is our podcast, The Casual Hour, a fantastic weekly podcast that has the most authority on video game knowledge, said that Monster Hunter World was the #1 game of the year.
Under some protest, yes.
It definitely beat that one. What was that one game that you liked so much? What was the name of that game again?
Into the Breach.
Into the Breach, that's right. It's definitely no Monster Hunter, but still a very good video game. Into the Breach didn't get an expansion this year, did it?
You're a monster.
I'm a Monster Hunter, and now you are too.
No.
Chase, Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Yes.
It's here. Came out September 6th on. It's not on PC yet. Sorry, PS4 and Xbox.
Okay.
It will be coming out. It's been pushed back. I think January is when it comes out for PC, which is wild.
Yeah. So I played the demo of original Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
And thought it was fine. It was definitely a huge step up over like Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which I played on my 3DS.
Sure.
There was definitely a lot of streamlined features. Later, I was able to find a used or a cheap copy of Monster Hunter World for like $20 or something.
Yeah.
After the display of just gross incompetence, calling this our game of the year of 2018.
You got bit by the bug.
No, I think I just fell under the attrition.
Sure.
So I played a little bit of this, not of Iceborne, but of Monster Hunter World. Didn't get super far.
Yeah.
We played a little bit together at one point, but
Yeah.
I kind of just fell off it because you'd already done all that stuff, and this was still Monster Hunter at the end of the day. Even though it was much more streamlined, it is still Monster Hunter, which is just not quite my thing.
It's
But
a dense game.
is Iceborne going to do anything to change my mind, Bobby?
Well, I mean, I think it's a lot better than what you're used to.
Okay.
But here's what I will say right at the top of this
I have
episode.
to beat Monster Hunter to
You
even
have to
unlock
beat
Iceborne.
Monster Hunter to get to this point.
Now, I can still buy this and download this, and I get some stuff just for unlocking this, right?
Yeah, so they throw out a new set of armor for everybody who gets the game. It's called Guardian Armor, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that you start out originally like in the piecemeal kind of leather stuff that you get an original Monster Hunter. I think it's like a base protection of like 10 or 20, and they start you out at 200 with this new one.
So good stuff.
Good stuff.
Stuff that will maybe not necessarily trivialize the main game, but
It'll definitely
make it easier for me to just fly through to get to
It's not going to be
point.
a slog for you by any means. So to get you to the point where you can play this expansion, it'll definitely get you there.
Okay.
So they've added some stuff that does make it better. But what I will say is if you did not like Monster Hunter World, you're not going to like Iceborne.
This is more.
It's more of that.
Like slightly different, some extra things.
Yeah.
No new weapons, right?
There are new weapons.
Really?
There's new weapons. There's new armor.
Well, no new weapon types.
Sorry, no new weapon types.
Okay.
There is a new tool that can be...
Right.
It's called a Clutch Claw. It adds a whole new layer of combat. Also does a little bit of damage, but I wouldn't call it...
That's for like mounting monsters?
Yeah.
I found the mounting stuff to be really cool and very hard to pull off.
It is.
So that sounds like a really nice feature.
Now, as you see here, I have a gigantic hammer on my back. I am what they refer to as a hammer bro here in the Monster Hunter world.
That's what I've always called you.
Hammer bro. The hammer is not necessarily like the weapon of choice for mounting. There's certain ones that are a bit more tuned for it, like an insect glaive, for example. You're bouncing around a lot more.
So that's the weapon I ended up using a lot.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was rad to do a bunch of vaulting and things with. Cool.
So that makes it pretty easy to mount. But this new Clutch Claw does a really great job of allowing you to do that. One of the other things they added in is a whole new hub, a whole new world here. And we are in Celiana, I think it's how you say it.
Dazzling place I never knew.
It's a lot of snow, in case you didn't see that.
Iceborne kind of tipped me off a little bit.
And me and my Palico here are definitely decked out in our winter's best.
What's different about this hub than the original hub?
There's a few new things that I have not fully unlocked, so I'm still pretty early into this.
Does this still have all the amenities of the original hub? Like, there's no reason to go back to the old hub?
No, like the weird thing is so right before I fired up this quick look for you today, they brought me back in the missions to your original hub.
Oh, so even though you're in Iceborne content, they'll throw you back to...
You had to go back and do some discussions there.
Okay. You're not finished with this?
No, no. I got caught up. So this came out on September 6th, and a bunch of other things dropped around that time.
It's been kind of busy.
And I've been trying to play this with a group of guys, and another game came out that spread us out a little bit. So I'm fitting them where I can. I don't like to play this game with random people. I find it's better with friends.
Do you not even play it alone?
I have. It can be a bit taxing by yourself.
It's a much different experience, yeah.
And it's nice to have somebody that's a little bit there to guide your way.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got your old stuff that you're used to. You've got your smithy here. One of the things to note, this particular smithy is the one that came from Asteria, but they have a new one there in his place.
And
so,
new animations for this stuff, all this stuff.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like I found that to be some of the most charming stuff in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Was when you were cooking or the smithy stuff to watch the palicos and people build stuff or make food. Like that was rad. So it's cool that they're all getting, like, all that's still there if you want to go back to the old stuff. But if you want to see some new animations,
would you like to see who taught Meowster Chef how to cook?
Please.
I don't know if you can handle how charming this is.
Was it Meowscular Chef? Isn't he like
Mouscular Chef?
Okay, so yeah.
What
do we got here?
So she's up there stirring.
That's a big ass cat.
So let's go ahead and pay her some points. Chef's choice is how I normally roll here.
Sure. Ah, look at that cat.
Grandma Cat!
That's pretty cool.
Grandma Cat's going to make us up some nice little melty, cheesy dishes. Good winter food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Stew's on. That looks pretty good.
Look at her.
That looks... Man, like Final Fantasy 15 and this have maybe the best food I have seen in video.
It's so good, man. It just falls apart.
Man,
oh, it's a little too hot, though.
So we actually just came from lunch ourselves, and this was basically what Bobby was doing.
The entire time. That was me.
Yeah. And you finished it that quickly, too.
One of the things to note,
really
so
great.
if you've never played any Monster Hunter, it's a very simple loop. You want to eat, you want to hunt, you want to craft, and you want to repeat.
All right.
And that's basically it.
So we've eaten, now it's time to hunt.
So on the quest board here, this is where you're going to find all your missions, events, timed events. There are now this new master rank. So that's what I want to tell you a little bit about. So the low and the high rank is what we've been doing for a very long time. Master rank is going to be the new Iceborne content.
Yeah, like in old stuff they had G ranks was like the highest stuff, but now they're just calling them master ranks.
Yeah, MR is how it'll come across on there. So you'll see that you get a different level for that. What they've also done, they've introduced some new monsters. I want to make sure that I'm very clear. I've not played a lot of Monster Hunter prior to this.
Right. I've played a very tiny bit. I've played the Monster Hunter missions in Peace Walker, in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. And I played Monster Hunter Stories for the 3DS, which I really liked, which is nothing like Monster Hunter.
It's a very good game.
But I've learned a lot about the monsters from Monster Hunter through that. So I'm actually really looking forward to seeing some of these monsters. I know there's some that are from that game.
Yeah, there's some that are coming. There's also variations of ones that you're used to.
Have you fought? He's like a polar bear meets a dragon.
No, I fought like a big ass like winter moose though.
Okay, sweet.
Here's the other thing. Like, I'm not going to even try and entertain how to say some of these names.
Okay, I can maybe help a little bit on some of that. Because so in the main game of Monster Hunter World, there's like a T-Rex that rolls around in the mud a lot.
Is that the Anjanath?
No, that's the Barith, I think.
Yeah.
So there's Barith, and then there's another monster I think called Barioth, which has an I in there, which is like this polar bear, saber-toothed tiger.
That's what we're getting ready to fight.
Dragon. Okay, that's the one I'm really excited about because that's one that is in Monster Hunter Stories.
Okay, well you're gonna see it here. We're in the Horror Frost region. I believe that's the name of this. Let me double check. The Horror Frost. Yeah, Norse for sure. So I just picked up that mission. It's over here on the right where it says hunt. Is that it? The Barioth?
Yeah, that's our boy.
All right. Well, this worked out the way we wanted it to.
I'm excited. So any new additions to Scout Flies or mobility? Clutch Claw, yes, but Can you use the clutch claw outside of combat to like reach higher areas or things?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
So it's not quite like hookshot levels. Of...
No. I can use that to pull back. It's always just going to be there on your slinger arm.
Okay.
One thing that you do want to make sure that you're using in this one is the hot drink. It's another thing that's going to be working against you. So if you don't drink your hot drink, you're going to have your stamina deplete at a really weird way.
That doesn't sound fun.
But there are hot springs that you can hop into that give you a little bit longer.
I didn't like the places in Breath of the Wild where I would have to take off clothes or put on clothes.
So they
okay. Strike one.
Strike one.
Actually, strike one is being Monster Hunter at all. Strike two is this.
So the Hoarfrost region I think is gorgeous.
Yeah, this is cool. I like it.
It looks really good.
What's that?
That is a little beetle.
Is that like a dung beetle except with
so
snow?
I can try and capture it. Which some of these things you can end up getting and putting back. He's gone.
All right.
So let's see if we can find this Barrios.
So you're getting lots of new crafting materials, lots of new armor sets and weapon sets.
Yeah, you get all these new monsters, but also the variations of it. So some of those monsters that maybe you really enjoyed from the first original version of this. Now this is the Bombaro here.
Oh, that's your big moose boy?
That's the big moose boy.
Okay.
I'm going to let him go.
He seems mad.
He's very grumpy. But there's also some new combos for each weapon. The master rank of the armor that you'll get is pretty cool. So the Tobi Kadichi, I think is how you pronounce its name. And this one, it's a Viper version of it. So it's got some really cool different elements to the way that the armor mixes and looks.
Yeah, there have always been like alternate versions of monsters. There's like your Rathian, which is this big green dragon, but there's a pink Rathian that has like a different element associated to it. And okay, that's kind of what these things are.
See if we can capture this guy.
Oh, you're using your...
Yeah, so that's a Rhine beetle that we got. You can also mount and ride animals now.
Okay.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
So you can traverse that way. You don't have your Palico with you when you do that. And for me...
it goes away?
Yeah, while you're riding.
Oh,
and
just while you're riding?
It's like, hey, you want me to stay behind? So
looks mean.
That's the Viper Tobi Kadichi.
Okay.
And it's...
Kadachi,
sorry. It's awful. It can... it paralyzes you and poisons you now.
Great.
So we're just hunting through here. We're trying to find this Barrios.
My two favorite status conditions.
It's awful, man. Like, it was such a nasty, nasty fight. Like, because one of the things that sucks the most about it is when you start this up, you are just so underleveled. You don't have hardly any of the gear you need. So you're going to want to craft some master rank stuff pretty quickly. And they do help you encounter it. I thought I saw a new scratch. Here we go. See if this is the guy.
Are you still on a time limit?
Yeah, 50 minutes. Which I don't plan on us taking 50 minutes to do it.
No.
I was just hoping for us to at least see him.
I imagine this thing's going to murder you.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty big deal from
what I've seen, they are pretty aggressive.
Well, I hope that I don't let you down. Those are some more footprints. So again, if you've never played one of these, the whole thing is you need to do some hunting. I'm trying really hard not to encounter that Viper one. As you can see, there's been a lot of those tracks that came through here. So we're trying to get on the scent so we can locate where this thing may be. That's the Bombaro. I don't even know. Find and follow the Handler's Trail.
Is this a story mission or just like a regular?
This is a story mission.
Okay.
So what they're doing right now in the game, I've encountered, I think, 4 of the new monsters or variant monsters. They're trying really hard to kind of ease you into what the world is, teach you the mechanics again, introduce you to some of these monsters, and then really set you loose to go and do it. And that was really awesome in the base game. It allowed you to feel like you're making some pretty natural progression and locating these things and finding your own. I don't know which one we're tracking. I think this is the new Handler Trail. Here we go. So there's always a cutscene when you meet the monster for the first time.
Right, and this would be where people can't join your game or something. Like the multiplayer stuff is still kind of fucked.
Yep. Multiplayer sucks on here. It's really hard to... It's great when you're in it it's hard as hell to get it and maintain it.
Yeah.
So this, if somebody had already done this quest, and they're like, "Hey, come help me fight this," I'd have to get to this point where I'm able to do. Yeah, he doesn't look too happy.
Well, he's dead, so.
This does not look good for me.
Uh-oh. There's our boy.
Do you think he's gonna kill me?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, he's really cool looking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break his tooth off.
So he's a little... He seems a little furrier in stories. So that's why I said polar bear, but yeah, he's way more saber-toothed tiger, dragon.
This isn't gonna go well.
I imagine not. He's mean.
So, I mean, is this a dragon?
Yes. Like, he's definitely got wings.
Is this an elder dragon? Is my question.
I don't know the classification exactly.
So I need to get ready to try and mount him. So that is what a successful attach with the clutch claw looks like.
Okay.
You can move around the monster in different locations.
And this is your first time ever encountering this guy?
I've never seen this one before.
Alright, so you're not used to any of the patterns that he's going to be pulling out? Okay.
This is purely me just trying to, like, get in.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks. So the whole thing about the clutch claw attacks is they're meant to tenderize. They're not necessarily meant to break or to cut off.
Okay.
But if I was playing with somebody that, wow, that really, really, really sucked.
Yeah,
Gotta heal.
if he lets you. Look at the damn ice wall.
Yeah. If I was playing with somebody that... Oh, God, I'm stunned. This is death here.
Yay! Oh, he's just toying with you now.
He's going to try and hit me with that whirlwind again. God, he's not fun, Chase. I don't know why you wanted me to fight him.
He looks rad.
He does look rad, I'll give you
Look at
that.
his tail.
So it looks like he is...
This is some pro Monster Hunter play right here.
Hey, I've not died yet.
Yet is the... is the big word. Oh, he's dead now.
So, he sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go back and find him one more time.
Yes, please do.
And I think that should be... This is a really good introduction to how tough this game is. It is not easy. I also, as a solo player... a hammer is probably not the best thing, but I have a really big enjoyment of that weapon style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really trying to break parts off. I'm trying to...
is that an Angel Ath?
That is a very different version of an Angel Ath. That is a Fugger. Fulgur is that? Oh, sorry. Fulgur Angel Ath. It's pretty nasty. I've accidentally set it off a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm guessing they still have the monsters can interact and fight each other.
Turf wars.
Stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that would be the case where I could let them kind of have it out for a bit.
There's our boy. He's probably fine. Chilled out from last time.
He seems really angry. Probably because he's unable to brush those big teeth. So that whirlwind does not do you any favors on your stamina. This thing's so sporadic and chaotic in the way it moves that...
Yeah, like as a slower hammer
Yeah.
person, I'm sure that's tough to really get good attacks in.
I really want to try and mount it. But
He doesn't seem to want to...
he doesn't like my advances. I'm used to that. But it's also a situation where maybe a flash pod might be helpful.
Sure.
Which I don't have any of those right now.
Well, maybe you can just die again.
Well, I mean, it just took away all my health.
Yeah.
So I have a health booster I can throw down really quick. I'm not going to get enough in me. To... Yeah, this is not fun.
All right, can you forget the Barioth, but there's also other monsters around here. Can you just like fight something
Sure.
else just to see a little bit of variety?
Sure. Let me see what I can come across here.
Find that Anjanath again, or one of those Viper dudes.
I'm going to go that way. Anjanath was over here. Here, these guys look a little bit more my speed.
That just seems mean. What are these, skunks? These look like really pissed off skunks.
They're like little skunk wolverines. I don't think that you get anything great from them either, but you can.
I want some skunk armor.
I just don't look like a giant skunk. Let me just move around a little bit, see if I can find somebody else for us, and that will be it for us. Let's see if I can find that Bombero. There he is. So we should see the scout flies going towards him now.
Are you enjoying this?
I am. I love this game. Again, like I think that it came out at a kind of inopportune time. The last one came out in January, which was kind of a lull, and this one came out right at the beginning stages of massive launch times. Mm-hmm. And so it's harder to find people who are willing to commit to it.
Monster Hunter World came out in January of 2018.
Uh-huh.
This seems like a long time.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they've been doing updates though, so
yeah.
This isn't.
I'm pretty sure it was January.
They've added plenty of new stuff.
I think it was late January. Something's here. What's coming after? Oh, the skunks. Run. I think that we're gonna be all the way back.
All right. Well, yeah. Just fight our boy again.
I only got one life left.
Do it.
One life to live, Chase.
This time, try hitting it with your hammer at all. Hey, you got to hit in.
He's big.
He is quite large. There you go.
Nope.
Give him hell.
He is.
Don't get hit by the tail.
So he's pretty quick. A little too quick for me. There it is. My rewards are 0. I'm returning to base.
All right.
So it's not what I would consider to be the easiest of fights.
But I bet if you had a couple other people here to get his attention, to guide him around a little bit, you might fare a little better. Also, if you just were better at the game.
Well, here's one thing that we can see. I got some of his parts, so I can at least show you what his armor would look like.
Sure. Yeah. That'd be cool.
When we get back to camp here.
Yeah. Show me armor sets. That's the coolest part about this game.
One of the other things that's neat about this, Chase, is they've introduced something called layered armor. Mm-hmm. And in these games, you really are, once you get to the end game especially, putting together an outfit or an armor set that really enhances your playstyle. And in doing so, you're mix and matching different parts of different monsters, and you end up looking kind of dumb.
There are set bonuses, though, right? Like if you put every thing of Rathalos armor or something, you'll
get a specific thing there. Now, usually, it's about 3 pieces is all you need. Mm-hmm. And there's 5 pieces of every set. So there's
you get one set bonus and then a couple other things that are more specific to your place.
And then you can put in different runes and gems and charms and stuff like that on your person that would help out. So we're gonna run up to the smithy.
What are you rocking right now?
As far as armor goes?
So you were saying the layered armor. So like this is that's what you're saying is that
I've got a layer on right now.
Okay. So that's like your cosmetic look versus
Yeah.
the actual armor stuff you have. Okay.
And there's one set that I really want to make. So we call them the Cotton Dandy is what we refer to him. That's not his actual name. But there's a variation of that now that looks so cool. Let me pull it up here. So this one right here, this Phantasm Lumu.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, that does look nice.
And this is one of the variations for it. So what I'll probably end up doing is getting to a point where I rock that as my layered armor. I've got a bunch of different stuff on right now where I just look ridiculous. So here is what your boy would look like in armor form.
That's not bad.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
So that's the alpha. This is the beta. I think
that's even better.
With the mask on.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I think that's pretty awesome. You can actually go in and we can change the pigments too. So
that's very nice. Is that new for this?
No, it was in the old one too.
Oh, okay.
So every armor set you can do individual pieces or all of it. So let's see what that would do here if I wanted to make that red. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. You can do some different things. I bet black would look kind of neat. That's pretty cool looking armor.
Yeah, that is cool. Can you show me the Viper Kodachi?
Yes. So the Viper Kodachi is going to look like that.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Not my favorite.
What's the beta?
Similar. Just a different belt.
Okay.
Different hat.
All right.
New
Oh, yeah, show me your moose. The Moose Man.
Yeah, he's awesome. Some of my favorites.
Whoa! All right. This game's okay.
This game's fun. I mean, like, look.
That's pretty good.
Look how big it is.
That's ridiculous. That's...
Isn't that awesome?
That's pretty good.
Now, one last thing I want to show you here, because it's all that really matters, is forging equipment.
Yeah, show me some weapons.
Well, I want to do that, but
okay.
I wanted to show you, more importantly, where is it at? Palico equipment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very much so, yes.
So, standard equipment for this, if we go down here to the bottom. So, Tigrex is another new one.
They didn't have Tigrex in the regular game?
No.
He's a very popular monster. Okay.
Yeah. Tigrex is one of the first monsters you encounter.
Okay.
In this here. Here's the one. Wow.
That's pretty good.
That is awesome.
That's pretty good.
Oh, Bombera. Here we go. I like that.
That's all right. That's pretty nice.
Pretty cute.
Yeah.
Some of the weapons are a little bit harder to see right now. One of the ones that I'm working down as far as you want to go to upgrade. I'm sorry. Go to upgrade here. These are all the hammers I currently have. Mm-hmm. I'm working on this level 9. Where is it? So this is just a level 9, very similar, like very plain.
Yep.
But on this one, it allows me to do a few more. And I can't see everything yet.
Okay.
Certain things that might have a preview on it. I'm very early in this expansion, but you can go all the way up. Like some of these now have rarity 11, 12, higher. They just get pretty damn powerful. So I'm excited to see how this skill tree unfolds.
Yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed the loop of Monster Hunter World, this is more of that. And more
if you like Monster
stuff.
Hunter, it's worth it. $40 is all this is, and you get a ton of games there with it.
Man,
I
don't know. I think a lot of this stuff is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not gonna get back in.
If you don't have Monster Hunter and you are like, you know what, I want to try check this out.
Sure.
You can get everything for $60.
That's a good deal. So
you get the original base game. There's a lot. That's a lot of value for your money.
Very
but
so.
I will probably do another one of these when I'm a bit more advanced in it to show you a little bit more of the later game builds. And I have an idea. Once I get to a point, I wanted to do it with the last one to do kind of a build theory video where I go through and kind of show you like a hammer build that I'm working on and why I'm building it certain ways.
Cool.
But I like this game a lot. More to come on it. Please let us know if you're playing this game, if there's things that you like about it. You can do so. Leave a comment on YouTube. Like and subscribe would help out a ton. I've had fun. I don't know if you've had fun. You got to watch me get ass handed to me.
Well, that's always fun. I've had fun watching. I find watching this game to be way more fun than playing this game.
I can get that. I can get behind that. Well, Chase, I will make sure to keep you up to date on all things Monster Hunter, as it could be 2019's Game of the Year as well.
No, that's not going to happen.
But thanks so much for listening in, and Chase, thanks again for letting me walk you through all this.
For sure.